off the exit.
It is time to go off the exit as we wrap up another fun time here on the Exit 50A podcast. I'm Derek. That's Kaz.
Yeah.
And joining us once again.
She wouldn't leave.
I know.
Couldn't get rid of her.
I love it here so much.
Alyssa Ficcaglia back with us.
Hello, everybody.
Yes.
Glad to be back.
And in the spirit of this time of year.
Since we dropped the ball and didn't do a back-to-school episode.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. There's no back-to-school. The back-to-school episodes were our two of our most popular
Really,
shows.
that's like one of our anchor points for the podcast. And we complete. I mean, we're on a Rowan campus, for goodness sakes. What are we doing?
That's a bad miss by us. Maybe we'll do midterms or something. Midterm exam. So in honor of college and school being back in session, this episode is going to be dedicated to the dumbest real college courses. So we're going to go through the top 10. Now, before we go through the top 10, I'm going to give you 20 through 11. Just real quick.
Okay. Now, who is this according to, by the way?
This is according to ranker.com.
Ranker, like Ranker,
Yes.
or like rancor, like hatred?
Ranker.
Ranker.
ER.
Ranker.
Yes.
Okay.
Ranker.com. So, real quick, without any
Yeah.
supreme feedback here, 20, cyber porn and society, not shocking. Stupidity, 19. 18 is zombies and popular culture.
Oh, Jesus.
17 is virtual people. 16, the joy of garbage. 15, invented languages, Klingon and beyond. Number 14, the phallus. Yes, it is what you think it is.
People paying for these classes?
Yes. Yes.
Can you imagine?
Well, I mean, that could be an interesting course, though. I mean, based upon the episode that we just did, talking about the different shapes and sizes and likenesses to certain Nintendo characters.
What's so crazy about some of these is where they're offered. They're offered at reputable colleges.
Like who?
University of Texas did Klingon and Beyond. The Joy of Garbage was Santa Clara University. Virtual People is Stanford. The Zombies in Popular Media is Columbia. So it's,
Well,
it's out of control.
listen, 3 out of the 4 you just named are like, you know.
I would take them. You know?
I would have I don't know, I'd have a hard time paying for that. You know what I mean?
That would be
Yeah.
tough. Sport for the Spectator. Ohio State
That I would
University.
take. I like that.
That would be good. Learning from YouTube.
I get a master's in that. They offer that as a major, or is that just an elective? That I could do that.
That's starting to become a big deal now. People are starting to offer sports as a major.
Man,
sports media.
I missed my. I was born at the wrong time, I guess.
Learning from YouTube. The Art of Walking is number 11.
What did you say? Learning from YouTube?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So now, drum roll. Number 10.
Yeah.
Maple syrup. The real thing.
Is this offered is this the University of Calgary where that young man was looking for Nicole? Is that where this is offered? That would make sense.
This is from Alfred University.
What the hell is that? Alfred?
Yeah.
Is that like Batman's butler?
I think Alfred University is in upstate New York.
Do you
I think.
make maple syrup, or are you learning about maple syrup? Because if I got to eat some maple syrup, then maybe the class was worth the.
According to the description here,
Talk about your freshman 15. My goodness.
You're learning about the method of producing maple syrup. So
Is it that extensive of a process that you need an entire course to tell you how to make it? Don't you just stick one of those spigots in the tree and that's it? It comes out? It's natural syrup, right?
it says this class will explore the history of maple syrup production, discover the ins and outs of making maple syrup, create and eat some sweet confections, and
Yes.
take field trips to local producers, restaurants, and festivals.
That
No
actually
prior
sounds like
experience
a very lit class. I want to take it.
jeez.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? That's pretty good. It's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty fair for number 10.
I guess. Alfred University. Okay.
Number 9, arguing with Judge Judy from the University of Cal Berkeley.
Okay.
Can you even argue with Judge Judy? I mean, come on.
Try, but she's going to smack you down. No, see, I guess, all these are ridiculous, but at least this one you could apply the rulings that she's making, I guess, into, real world scenarios and debate the, I don't know. I mean, we're talking about she basically does glorified traffic court. I mean, she's not doing any, it's not like the Supreme Court or a circuit court or anything like that. It's, people fighting over like $25. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd love to be Judge Judy.
Let's see. The description here, the seminar will be concerned with identifying such apparently popular logical fallacies on Judge Judy and the People's Court and discussing why such strategies are so widespread. It is not a course about law or legal reasoning. Students who are interested in logic, argument, TV, and American popular culture will probably be interested in this course. I emphasize that it is not about the appreciation or not about the application of law or the operations of the court system in general.
You read the descriptions, and they actually sound, like, really interesting. But, like, the name is, like, I don't know.
I'm more of a Judge Wapner fan myself.
Yeah. Ugh.
Rest in peace.
Number 8. This one I'm a little angry about because of where it's from. How to watch television. From Montclair State University.
Oh, no wonder.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, you guys.
Those mongrels up there.
Lame. This course, open to both broadcasting majors and non-majors, is about analyzing television in the ways and extent to which it needs to be understood by its audience. The aim is for students to critically evaluate the role and impact of television in their lives as well as in the life of culture. The means to achieve this aim is an approach that combines media theory and criticism with media education.
I mean, do I need to take this course to tell me how to watch Everybody Loves Raymond? I mean, TV is usually not that deep. I mean, unless you're like talking about some of the more intense shows. I guess probably because you have all these, like the Breaking Bad and Sopranos from last decade, and what's the one with the Winter Warrior and all this other garbage, the one on HBO.
Oh, Game of Thrones.
Yeah. So I'm sure they you gotta really make all these things into real serious matter. But television is supposed to be mindless by and large.
This reminds me of like when you were in like English class in like high school, and your professor would make you like hyper analyze. Why did the author make the curtains blue?
Yeah, no kidding.
What does that mean? I don't want to do that with my TV shows.
No.
Well, these are the same people who look at like the paintings in museums and his use of color on this phallus right here is very interesting, and it's it's like
a red dot.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Exactly. We don't care about.
Give
this.
me a break.
Stop. Analyzing The Simpsons, for God's sakes. What the hell are we talking about?
Number 7. Oh, look, a chicken. From Belmont University. This course will pursue ways of knowing through embracing... This is so stupid. Yeah. Embracing little ants carrying a morsel of food across the table. What it means to be a distracted learner, as well as developing an awareness of one's senses. The instructor teaches in the School of Music as well.
I have no idea what you just said.
I don't know.
What does that have to do
Amazing.
with the chicken?
Yeah, where's the chicken coming to play?
The instructor teaches in the School of Music, so there will be an element related to that woven into the course. Those registering for this section may even learn to juggle.
What the hell? What is any of that? None of this even syncs up in the least.
I know.
Ants carrying a piece of food, the music teacher.
Didn't it say it was about distracted, like being distracted? So maybe that's what look, a chicken is supposed to be.
Oh, I see. See, I'm not. I guess I'm not
look,
smart
a
enough to
chicken.
take these classes. That's why. Maybe we're just stupid. That's why we think these classes are stupid.
Oh, I see what they did. Okay, I see what they did here. All right. Whatever.
They're trying to be cute, is what you're saying.
Yeah, they're trying to be cute with the.
Oh, screw them.
Yeah.
Damn it, intellectuals, Marxist commies.
That might not be a bad transition to number 6 in your view, because number 6 is Goldberg's Canon, Making Whoopi. From Bates College, participants learn about the career of Whoopi Goldberg, including Alien Whoopi, Star Trek and the Goldberg Generation, Renaissance Whoopi, Elizabeth Regina, and what Aunt Jemima might say if she stepped off that box, the paradox that is Whoopi Goldberg.
I'm more of a sister act Whoopi. If they want to talk about sister act, I can talk Whoopi. Other than that, I don't have a thing to say about Whoopi Goldberg. Wasn't she married to Ted Danson?
Yeah, I think so.
I think you've made it in life if you have a whole school like teaching a course about you.
Yeah, it says.
Well, how many
something.
Obama courses are there now? Probably.
Oh gosh, you don't see. I got a spoiler alert. There's no Obama classes on this list.
Ooh,
Because they're not
I
dumb,
can't.
that's why.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Dumb.
stop feeding him.
Yeah.
Stop. I thought you were on the right side of
No
the
one
table
knows
here.
what side I'm on.
Oh, you say I have no side.
I have no
As a
side.
woman of the news, I have no side.
Oh, she's learned well. She's learned
Yes.
well. Number 5, philosophy of fish.
The band?
Yes.
Oh,
It's from Oregon State University and taught by avid fish
that
fan
I'm not surprised at all about
No,
this.
not at all. Dr. Stephanie Jenkins, major philosophical theories about art and its meaning from ancient to modern times, how philosophers have understood beauty, the imagination, art and knowledge, art and pleasure, art and emotion in 2014 through the lens of fish, offered online as Dr. Jenkins follows a band on their summer tour teaching from the road. Are you serious?
You imagine being some stoner hippie who's like, ah, man, fish, man, yeah. And you're like, then you wind up being like an adjunct professor teaching this class.
This professor has
Crazy.
an awesome job, though. They're literally like what is it, a groupie with the band, but they're teaching about the band.
All right, guys, put your books away. We're just going to listen to this track right here. It's about 35 minutes. So just kind of put your heads down. Listen to this, guys. It's great. Listen to this track right here, man.
Oh, my goodness. Number 4. Now, I will tread lightly because of where this is coming from. Getting dressed. Presented to you by Princeton
I
University.
know some people who need to
Oh.
take this course.
Oh, yeah. The seminar is an inquiry into the social significance of clothing and a close examination of the relationship between clothing and identity in the 20th century.
Now, see, I can see someone who is like a fashion major or something like that taking an elective like this. I don't think. How is this so high on the list? But the one about watching TV is, I mean, this
Oh,
is
look
this
at chicken.
Yeah, this one actually seems like it makes a little bit of sense.
Yeah, this one is not that far-fetched.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, the descriptions make them sound like decent, but
Legit.
then they give them these awful names. Getting dressed.
Yeah,
Like,
getting dressed. Yeah, that's so silly.
First, you put on your undergarments. Taught by me, Barney Sanders. First, you want to put on your undergarments, whether you're a boy or a girl, or you don't know, or you don't care. First, you need to put, because you don't want to get any feces or urine on your pants. That's what your underpants are for. I could see that. I would take that.
Oh my God! Yeah, no, I could deal with that. I could deal with that. The journal helps the students hone their powers of observation and learn key skills for examining the world. That's in reference to a sketchbook, which they have to use as a part of the dressing process.
What school is this, by the way? Does it say?
Princeton
Oh,
University.
Princeton. Okay, see?
Yeah.
There you go.
Number 3. What if Harry Potter is real?
Jeez.
From Appalachian State University.
Really? They offer that up in the mountains?
Yes, this course will engage students with questions about the very nature of history. Who decides what history is? Who decides how it is used or misused? How does this use or misuse affect us? How can the historical imagination inform literature and fantasy? How can fantasy reshape how we look at history? The Harry Potter novels and films are fertile ground for exploring all of these deeper questions.
May I offer up a theory? I think this is a completely fake class that the people in the Appalachian State University created so that when all the nerds show up, they get ambushed by the locals so they can root them out of their community.
Well,
Good football program, by the way.
yeah, it is. It is. Beat Michigan once.
Yes,
Yeah,
they did.
Yes, they did.
Remember it well.
Number 2, how to win a beauty pageant from Oberlin College.
Oh, in Ohio, right?
Yes.
interesting.
Okay.
This course examines...
Honey Boo Boo.
Yeah. I think the picture is of Honey Boo Boo.
Oh, yeah, see?
This course examines U.S. beauty pageants from the 1920s to the present. Our aim will be to analyze pageantry as a unique site for the interplay of race, gender, class, sexuality, and nation.
Sure.
We will learn about cultural studies, methodology, including close reading, cultural history, critical discourse analysis, and ethnography.
What does that do with the beauty pageant? How is that going to help you win the beauty pageant?
They will use those
Change
methods.
your ethnicity?
Yeah. They will use those methods to understand the changing identity of the U.S. over time. This course includes a field visit to a pageant in Ohio.
That sounds sickening.
Jeez. What revolutionary teaches this class? My goodness.
Yes, this is, it doesn't have the professor's name.
Today's chapter is called White Guilt.
What? And the number one class.
I'm excited for this.
The Sociology of Miley Cyrus.
Oh, good grief.
Race, class, gender,
Why is
and
race
media.
woven into all of these courses? I don't get it.
About race, Miley Cyrus. Race.
What did she do?
From,
What did she
oh my
do?
God.
Is this old Miley Cyrus? Is this the like crazy
Yeah,
Miley
I don't
Cyrus?
like- yeah.
Or the current Miley Cyrus?
Oh, what's the current
well-
one? Is she not crazy anymore?
She's like normal now.
You-
to a degree.
You be the judge from this description.
Okay.
Courtesy of Skidmore College in New York.
Skidmore.
From
Skid Mark is more like it.
From Disney tween to twerking machine.
Oh.
Assistant Professor Carolyn Chernoff is heading up this course, which will provide rich examples for analyzing aspects of intersectional identities and media representation. Says Chernoff, quote, I created it as a creative and rigorous way of looking at what's relevant about sociology and sociology theory.
Are they examining like her thought process, like how being a teen star impact? Like I don't get it.
So they're looking at, they actually provided a picture of the syllabus.
Oh boy.
And it features the rise of the Disney princess, gender, stratification, and the hyper commodification of childhood, transitions to adulthood, what happens to Disney stars as they age, allies and appropriation, uses of culture across race, class, and gender, bisexuality, queerness, and the female body.
Okay.
All the things that I care. You just summed up all the things I care about
Yeah.
in one sentence. Yes.
Racism.
Yes.
I agree with you.
Racism,
Like, why is
queerness. Yeah, well, I don't know how does
Racism.
race factor into any of these last two things? Miley Cyrus and beauty pageant. I don't understand.
I'm going to come up with a class called drawing. Race, equality, and class.
I'm going to come up with one called race and racism. How race pertains to racism.
Yeah. And it's going to be about like NASCAR.
Chapter 1, the Daytona 500.
Have absolutely nothing to do
You
with
understand, Dale Sr. drove a black car for all them years, but he ain't never won a Daytona until he was dead, pretty much.
Professor-
That tell you right there, boy.
Professor, I thought this was about racism.
Quiet down, boy.
3.
Wow. Well, there you go. And
Yeah.
what school was this at again?
This was Skidmore,
Skidmore
College,
College, that's
in
right.
New York. So very interesting look at what's being offered on campuses here throughout the country.
Parents, if your kids want to go to any of these schools, make them pay for these classes themselves. Do not pay for
Yeah,
these because
really.
this is what they're going to be taking.
And remember, this is a country that is in debt, wildly in debt.
That is why I want to give free college to everybody.
So everyone can take the Miley Cyrus
can take
class.
a Miley Cyrus racist class and learn.
Oh my gosh.
Oh Lord!
Wow.
Well, hey, it was something else.
We need to break in. What we should have done is we should have looked up Rowan's offerings and then busted on them. I'm sure they got some doozies here. Now that this place is blowing up.
I have not.
I know you don't want to do that.
I have not.
I got you.
I have not
I
seen
get
any
you.
yet.
I get it, Danny. You don't want to.
I didn't say that. I didn't say. I didn't say that. But I have not heard of
Yeah.
any like that.
Really. Okay.
I think they're coming.
Yeah, oh, sure.
But I don't. I have
Well,
not.
if
heard.
Skidmore College has this, how far
Yeah.
behind can we be?
Yeah, I think it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
At some point. But
Can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna re-enlist as a
And
student.
I would like to just throw my. If there's anybody from Rowan listening,
Yeah.
if you want to have some of these courses, maybe I'll be interested in teaching them.
Ooh.
How to watch television. Miley Cyrus.
Who's watched more television than you?
Yeah. Television and football.
Oh.
It's a class proposal.
That'd be a great class.
Television race and
Because there
football.
really is. Oh, that's a good
you
one
have
too.
to throw race in there. In
Hosted by
every
Professor
thing.
Mark Jones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there is a way to watch sports, and now that I agree with. Like you can, how you watch The Simpsons is how
Yeah.
you watch them. But how you watch a professional sport, like what do you focus on when the ball is snapped? Are you looking at the football? Are you watching the line? Are you looking at what are
Yeah.
you looking at?
Yeah.
I would take
you
that.
Watch, you
Right?
watch
I
outside
watch
in,
it, but I just don't understand half of the terms and things that I'm looking
Yeah.
at.
There you go.
So,
Maybe I'm something. Bring that here, Derek. Make that happen.
Make it happen.
There is a sports media major now.
Get busy. Ooh, make it happen.
The gears are turning up there for once.
Dun 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 dun. For what? All right, that's it. That's not.
She has been. See, you're not. And this third chair, he's not used to hearing all that because it's usually Danny. Danny doesn't say anything incendiary towards
getting
Derek.
stabbed in the
Really?
chest repeatedly here by this. Goodness. Oh
It's
my
not.
God.
It's not behind your back though, so you have to at least respect that.
Yeah,
it's
never behind your back. Always
Right.
to your face.
That's a true sign of respect and friendship.
Yes, of course.
On that note, it's time to close this one out. You've been listening to Off the Exit right here on the Exit 58 podcast.
Welcome back to school, children,
Yes, welcome back. Stay off the drugs.
and stay off my lawn.
Yeah. For Kaz
Yep.
and Alyssa.
Woo.
I'm Derek. So long, everybody.